everybody, welcome to episode 7 of Path of Most Resistance. In our previous session, the gang escaped the Sheriff of Hartfjord with the help of Kid, a boy wizard who teleported the party and most of their horses towards Frampton. Having found an invoice for an item from a shop in Frampton, the party traveled to the city famous for wizardry and enchanted items. And they are now in the Frampton marketplace, waiting for said shop to open. So you've just left the leather goods shop, at which Lou had experienced someone else who knew thieves can't and gave her a discount.
Good, really good prices.
Yeah, you did.
You did.
Good items for everybody.
1,500 gold for the bag of... Get out of here.
Standard.
What time is it right now?
I believe it was about 10 in the morning. And there are some other shops you guys can look at if you would like to. If you'd like to take a look around, I could tell you what those are. So there's a bookshop called Books and Scrolls. There's a potion shop called Porter's Potions. You also see a stable there. And you also see a place called Far and Away Enchanted Weapons.
There's an enchanted weapons shop. You guys want to go check it out?
I already got an enchanted weapon. Do you need one?
I mean, I'd like to go take a gander. We have about 2 hours to kill anyway.
What are you gonna get?
I like weapons.
Eldritch Blast?
You never know. You never know what they have.
Alright, I'm curious as well. Let's go. Arthas.
Sounds good.
Arthas, you with us?
Yeah, I'm behind you guys. You walk into this shop and you see a middle-aged man with his arm in a sling. And as you step in, you notice Aiden, on the wall of his shop is the symbol of Lathander, his god. He greets you as you come in.
I
Hello.
want to say hail and well met.
Same to you.
I tell him, I just had my boots cleaned.
Good. Good for you.
I wanna
And
look
I
over
just
at
realized I looked dumb because I thought it was a thieves' cant and it doesn't work with everybody. So
Your boots aren't that clean. It's okay
well,
though.
at least they're clean.
Yes.
Like
Well,
I
worth a
don't
try, I guess.
understand it, but it's good that you try to introduce yourself. I see that you have Lathander over here.
I do. Yes.
I'm very interested in that.
Are you? Are you a believer as well?
Yes.
Oh.
And I want to walk over and start like small chatting with Lathander, like life.
So
It's great.
they did pretty good
You know?
in the game against.
Louise trying to make small talk, like, yeah, how about that game last night? And you're like, that's not.
They won, huh? That's pretty sick.
They're just looking at you like, what? This guy.
This guy, don't worry about her. It's all good. Lathander is what's up, though.
Absolutely.
Are you a follower?
I am a follower. Yes. Yes. Could I do anything for you guys? What are you looking for in particular? Can I help you today?
Oh yes, I believe so.
I want to browse. Like, while those guys are talking, just kind of look around, see what I see. Staffs or daggers, like something light that I would use.
You see a quarterstaff, and it has a feather tied to the top of it, and it seems to have a flame carved into its wood.
Oh, I would like to go. Look, oh, I would like to go.
I need to take this.
I'd go examine that.
All right, yeah. You take a look at it, and it has a price tag on it for 2 gold pieces.
Oh. What's up with this quarterstaff here?
Excuse me, he says to Aiden. That's a fire quarterstaff, a flame quarterstaff, and it does extra fire damage.
I want it.
Okay. Bring it over to the counter. I'll wrap it for you if you'd like.
Yes. I'd like to do that now.
That's awesome. That's awesome discussion.
I don't know where my inventory sheet. 2 gold. I see is the label here.
How
Yes.
the frick is 2 gold? Nice.
Yes. I would like to have this.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I want to come over and say,
Are you sure that's
that
enough?
has to be. There's no way that's 2 gold.
I know, right?
Like,
Like I don't care if there's like it's like a typo. It's supposed to be 200. I'm just like, yeah.
The tag is like
So-
ripped. They switched the
DJ,
tags.
are you not gonna haggle with him for 1
like
gold?
I want to get you a Dojal, but like, this good man.
I'm still looking at it.
Ultimately-
You shut your mouth. You shut your mouth.
But Lathander,
I just want to put my tail up to Aiden's lips, like.
but the tender.
And then,
Aiden is just
and then just
dumbstruck by this. Like, what
slowly
are you doing?
I just want to slide the man 2 gold. Take and then just take the.
Thank you very much. Yes, we've been having trouble getting rid of that one, so I'd be happy to have it off my hands.
Oh god.
Oh, what have
I
you
hope it
done,
is what it is.
Dojal?
I just
Why
hope
have
it
you
is.
had trouble getting rid of this one?
No, keep it, DJ. Just take it and leave.
I'm gonna start just getting on Dojal. This is what happens. This is
I
what
just want
happens when you
to
find a
donk
shooting
Aiden on the top of the head and be like, "What's wrong with the staff?"
I don't think anything is wrong with it. People keep returning it for some reason.
I want to do an arcade inspection. Can I-
Okay. Yeah.
Or Arcana.
Roll Arcana. Very nice. Yes, you feel a fiery aura coming from this staff, but something does seem amiss with it. You just get a funny feeling about it. You have a tightness in your chest.
I think I'm hungry, and then you just put it.
This is the heartburn. Yeah.
I just want to like put it on wherever you put a quarter.
Just use, I don't know, use your tail.
Well, a quarter staff's only like a quarter of a staff. You know what I mean? So,
I tell the merchant. Any chance that you have any arrows that you wanna get rid of as well?
None to be rid of, but we can give you a collection of 10 arrows of different enchanted natures. What sorts are you looking for?
All of them.
Ah, I see.
oh,
Well, we do have frost arrows. We have 10 of them. We also have flame arrows and acid arrows, as well as something special and new. Young man, your name? And he turns to Aiden.
Aiden.
Aiden, could you actually
Aiden.
help?
Aiden Ashburn.
just took him. He's like,
Let me remember that.
Yeah.
Aiden.
Aiden, could you reach that for me? I can't grab it. Sorry. On the top shelf there.
course.
And he asks you to reach down a special arrow.
you literally asked the shortest guy in the group.
What?
Oh, well, yeah.
How dare you?
So he hands it down, and the gentleman takes it and he shows it to Louis and says, "This is a pretty new invention. It comes from some goblins in Vakish. We only have one of them. They are pretty rare and they sell pretty quickly, but this is a bomb arrow.
You have one of them
We have one.
made by goblins.
Yes.
I don't trust that shit.
Fair enough." And he hands it back to Aiden to put back on the shelf.
I'll put it back up.
What happened to the goblins on the and the rest of the arrows?
Any mention of goblins, Aiden just starts mumbling under his breath about goblins.
Hey, out of curiosity, how much would that bump arrow be?
That is 3 gold pieces.
You know what?
I feel like this guy is just
It might be useful.
vastly underestimating his prices.
Is it like per arrow though, or is it all
For the
like,
one
10?
bomb arrow, it is 3 gold pieces.
Yeah, I'll take. It'll be pretty easy. I love arrows, especially if they're frost. I can cool my drinks with a frost arrow. That's pretty awesome.
Just use it to stir.
That mojito.
I can heat my blankets with the fire arrows as well, and during
I'd-
frosty nights. And
I'd be careful with that. If you
so,
say
what do you
so.
say? You
That's
had?
good business for me. I have 10 arrows of frost.
Yeah, 10 fire, I think. Oh, I'll take them all,
Thank you.
including the bomb arrow made by goblins that I really handle with care. Scared. I mean, I might even give it to. You know what? I'll give it to Carthus. Carthus, can you hold that for me until I can use it?
Yeah, it looks fun.
Give him the bomb arrow.
Only if I don't use it first.
Oh snap!
You don't even have a bow.
Yeah, you're right.
Don't be silly,
I don't
Carthus.
even know how to use a
Rub
bow,
it in.
Carthus.
I'll throw it.
I am.
It'd be great.
It is a bomb arrow. Can I sell? I just realized I bought a quarterstaff. Can I sell?
I do want to like let you know. What if this thing is goofed up? Like I want to look at Dejal, like as Aiden. Like what if that quarterstaff is going to give you trouble? You want to get rid of your other one?
I think I've used my other one half a time, so no harm, no foul, right?
Yeah.
I'm not really a weapons guy. This just looked cool.
Oh, yes, you're right. It's been a minute since I've used a greatsword, but if you had an enchanted greatsword, oh boy. Praise Lathander.
Well, I
Praise
might have
Lathander.
one interesting thing for you.
Ooh, I am all ears.
I do, I'll be right back. And he heads into the back and moves his curtain, and then he comes back. I have I call it the Javelin of Lightning. If you'd like, it's an item you can stab with. You can throw it if you like.
Yes.
Is it a javelin? Like is it like a spear?
It's, yeah, like a straight up javelin.
May I?
Sure.
I want to like
He'll take a look.
take it and inspect it.
With this javelin, if you pick a specific word to say, you pick a command word, use it to stab, and it will shoot lightning out of it.
Yes, please.
Okay.
How much is that, by the way?
15,000.
Oh no. Look, I don't have a lot of clams. If that's what you sell and buy in.
We don't. Most of us here in Frampton don't deal in clams, but if you are interested in purchasing this, it usually goes for 1,500.
Oh,
Silver?
by the gods.
I
Well,
want to be like, well, sir,
Do you have a
I
rental
have-
price?
I have this quarterstaff I'd like to sell you.
Thank you. He takes
What
it.
if-
It's 2 pieces of gold, all right.
what if
Yeah.
You could
I
just-
gave you
Like Aiden's like, where am I gonna get this money?
what if I gave you 3 things, sir?
What's
what
that?
if I gave you my warhammer, my pride and joy of crushing things, and my,
You killed a guard with.
I brought him back, except for the one. And
And your shield. Give him your shield.
I cannot give him my shield. My light crossbow. Oh, that hurts. That would be hurt. That would hurt. But I will throw in a third thing, and that third thing is that I will always do good by Lathander. And you can bet your butt on that.
Maybe from here on out.
I want to just look over at Dejal and like nudge her. Like, quit it.
Well,
I gave all of the gold I had away.
Carthus is like, hello.
What say you, good sir?
I noticed the holy symbol on your shield. Would you be able to possibly try something for me?
Of course.
For about 6 weeks now, my arm's been broken and I think it's infected and I can't afford to see anyone about it. Is there anything you could do?
I just want to start pulling my dagger out and be like, amputation?
What? I'm gonna shove it back in. No.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know where we were going.
I put out a fire arrow. You want to cauterize it?
No. Let me look into my space.
Oh, you want him to do cleric stuff? Oh boy.
I believe I can heal you, and then I'm going to cast Prayer of Healing at level 2.
And you kill him because he's undead.
As you lay hands on him, what do you say?
Thank you
By
for
the light of Lathander, heal this kind soul, and bring back his good movement and
Good,
things.
Stuff like that.
Good
Yeah,
movement.
and so on and so forth.
Inspiring words.
As you lay hands on him, you actually see some sort of radiance coming from his arm, and the sling falls away from his arm, and he slowly, though it seems sore at first, he is able to extend his arm and stretch it out. He seems to be well. Praise Lathander, you've done it. Some days I have doubt, but wow, thank you so much.
It's the least I could do.
This is yours. Take it, please.
Aiden just takes it. I don't know how to this is too kind of an act. I don't want to bankrupt you. This is a very beautiful piece of weaponry. I
only pulled it out because you two believe in Lathander. It belonged to me when I was younger, and I'd like you to have it.
I want to look at him dead in the eyes and say, I will use this for only the best intent.
Do you have any hats?
I want to swipe it.
Use it on Dejan.
Just thank you. If there's anything I can do with my crew of noble boys, and I want to look at them, just go with it. Just go with it. And lady, of course.
He already gave it to you.
If there's anything we can do, just feel free to ask. I thank you.
If there anything he can do.
Shut up!
I would greatly appreciate it if you would tell people about Far and Away.
Yep.
What?
The name of his shop. Which you...
Oh!
What? Is there anything else of that could be interesting for Louis around here?
As you're looking around, Louis, you do notice that there seems to be a spear of elvish make here, as well as a short sword, which also seems to be decorated with flames.
Care to explain what those two weapons do? They look fantastic.
Well, this is a spear that was picked up on a path in Glowerwood. It seems to be of elvish make, but we're not quite sure of its properties yet. And the short sword simply does fire damage in addition to being a standard short sword.
I take the spear and throw it at Dejaw. You know what that is?
Oh, toss it to him?
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought you were
Sir, please.
Oh, mother of God! Do you, it looks like a spear.
Yeah, well, any magical properties?
Do an Arcana check on it for him.
Sure.
Which I will do now. Boom!
I want to do a cantrip. Woo. I want to do a cantrip to Dejaw.
Okay.
It's called Message. I don't know what that is. Just let me see. You point your finger towards a creature within range. I point my finger towards Dejaw, but really discreetly. Whoop. I whisper a message to you.
Like, what?
So basically, your thing that you talk in my head, I can do that too.
I'm not used to that being the other way.
So so Louis whispers to Dejaw, tell him it sucks. It's the standard value and it's worth nothing. But tell me afterwards if it's good or not. I'll buy it.
All right. And Gabby, what did you say I found when I looked at it?
Yeah. You seem to find that this spear is of great elvish quality, and it allows you a bonus while attacking, as well as proficiency.
Very good. I will awaken mine blue and tell him that. I mean, it just looks like a staff. I mean, it has some nice carvings in it. Or a spear.
You can't even lie.
Oh, so bad at lying. No, looks like a spear, just with some nice carvings in it. Really.
Very well.
Let me take a look.
Oh.
Just put a jab in the throat.
Never mind. I'm
This
just
is
intrigued by
magical.
the. I tell the merchant I'm just intrigued by the elvish writing on it. I'll take it. How much is it? How much do you want for that? What that
While I'm
standard
pushing Aiden
basic
away.
item?
So Aiden is looking over your shoulder and he's inspecting it, and he is easily able to recognize this item of elvish quality, and he sees also that you are proficient with this, that you become proficient with the spear once you own it, and that it does an attack bonus. As the shopkeeper opens his mouth to tell you the price, he tells you that he will sell it to you for 2 gold pieces if it doesn't seem to be important.
All right. Thank
I'm
you
gonna
very
say, wait.
much, kind
I just
sir.
want to shove my hand over Aiden's mouth. Just
Dude.
awaken mind him. Shut your mouth!
Okay.
Shut your mouth!
And in the meantime, I do a message to Aiden. Shut your mouth! He's getting bombarded.
How dare you? This guy is trying to help us.
So Aiden is basically stunned by how many messages he gets, like in his head.
This is ridiculous.
Confused. Can you roll a confused check?
Wisdom saving throw. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just.
So you clap your hand over his mouth, and the shopkeeper notices. Is everything okay?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do not
He's-
pay.
He's fine.
Okay, I want to do something to Aiden.
He's been sick, and I thought he was going to.
Don't
I
do
thought he was
it.
gonna throw up all over you. I'm gonna step on Aiden's foot as hard as I can.
He's been feeling really ill today.
Dejal, roll me a deception.
A deception. Oh my god.
Brother in Lathander, is everything all right?
I want to grab his wrist and take his hand down and say, please do not sell that for 2 gold pieces. It is worth far more. As are my friends, you've done us all too much of a kindness already.
What do you mean? I don't see anything special about it. Ah!
I don't know.
It's just beautiful
dead
Elvish
and right.
writing. How can that be important?
Perhaps.
This is a great
And he starts to take it. I should bring it for appraisal
weapon.
before putting it on my shelf. Thank you. And he puts it away behind the curtain.
Okay.
I want to look at Louie and say, you got a bomb
What
arrow.
you don't know, Gabby,
You got
is
a
that in
bomb
the
arrow.
meantime, she just put the short sword of fire in her bag of holding.
Roll me sleight of hand.
With pleasure.
That is just perfectly good enough for you to be able to sneak this fiery short sword into your bag.
Sweet.
Aiden has not noticed this.
Nope.
And we'll never.
Dejal has not noticed this.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that it was worth anything. And throw him a gold piece as a tip.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Perhaps
for the quarter.
before you tell someone that an item is not very important, you should know better. Thank you.
Oh,
Hey, he just asked my opinion, and I said it looks like a piece of, it's just a spear, man. Nothing special. I'm gonna walk out.
Thank you very much, sir. You have a great day.
I want to thank him again and praise Lathander.
Hail with his now fine arm.
Yes. And I'm just clutching this dope javelin in my hands.
Nice.
Like I don't want
As
to
we
put it
step
down.
outside of the shop, I want to slap Aiden as strong as she can,
Oh,
in the
jeez.
intent of hurting. I want to do a mage hand. I want to slap him with the mage hand. I want to break
Okay.
myself.
Post it in the chat.
Okay, but you know what? The mage hand is invisible. Can't even see the mage hand. He's getting slapped by an invisible hand. I can slap it for a whole minute.
You can just keep stop hitting yourself. Okay.
Yeah, but the thing is
The
that I
hand
think
can't
I have
attack.
something.
The spectral hand appears, but Aiden, you do not see it. But all of a sudden, across your face, you have a big red handprint.
And again.
And then backhand, and then forward hand, and then backhand.
I just kind of just got my head like, what is going on?
Karthus is freaking out. He's like, "Hi, is there a ghost here? What is going on?"
I think they're real.
Like,
All right,
like, do I know what's going on? Because I know Mage Hand.
You
Do I know?
might be able to assume that this might be going on, but Louis, are you laughing?
I am not. I'm really straight
just
faced like that.
Yeah.
I was so frustrated. Now I'm just feeling better, slowly getting better.
What's going on?
There's a ghost here. You and Karthus both like, oh, there's a ghost.
There's definitely a ghost.
You guys, Scooby and Shaggy, like hug. Just. Yes.
Oh yeah, this is good. Okay.
You have
Hey.
you have left far and away. And where would you like to head now?
Can I go to the bookshop?
Sure.
Books and scrolls.
Absolutely.
Might find a nice book there to teach you something. You know.
All right, so you head into a store which has a wooden hanging sign that says Books and Scrolls. You head in, and as you go inside, a little bell rings on the door, and there are many scrolls and books here, and you don't seem to see anyone behind the counter.
Is there like a bell or anything?
The
like
bell did ring when you came inside the door, but there's no bell on the
I want
counter.
to use thaumaturgy and just be like, "Hello."
Hello?
Oh, God. Hello?
Hello! And you see behind the counter a little hand.
Oh, I'm gonna peek over.
Yes. You peek over and you see a tiny little halfling woman.
A halfling woman. Like, how tiny?
Like a hobbit. She's a really old lady too, so she's like 2.5 feet tall.
I look
Please
over and I'm
don't
like,
step on her.
what? Hi.
Hi!
Do you need a stool or anything?
Excuse you?
You know what? We were just wondering if, what you had for sale.
Well, if you'd like to follow me. And she takes like 45 little tiny steps, like scuttering to get across from behind the counter. Well, we have lots of fantastic books, mostly of the history of Leafen and Manshaven. You interested in anything particular? What can we do for magical books? Let me think about it. And she starts.
I want to know. I want to know something, Gabby.
Yes.
Are the bookshelves like 3 feet tall? Like
They are-
everything is the size of a halfling. Like nothing's higher than 3 feet. Everything's tiny.
They
Can we,
are,
like-
they are floor to ceiling. We have a few books as well as different types of scrolls. Are you looking for any sort of school of magic in particular? Any element you would like to use?
Do you have anything on healing?
She comes up to Dajal, and she holds out a scroll from a bottom shelf, and she tells you, "This one is healing word."
What does this do, ma'am?
Well, you've seen this a lot. Well, you can cast it upon a creature, and you can help it feel a bit better.
I know that spell.
I'm trying not. Go ahead.
What if he's dead?
Unfortunately,
It's
that
not a
cannot be
revive
helped.
word. It's a healing word.
But how much is this scroll?
This one is 120.
Gold?
No,
Do you have clams?
Shit.
I wanna look at Aiden and like, we have you to heal.
is literally
Yeah.
his
What if
job.
something?
Yeah, that
well,
is.
What
that
if
is
something happens to you?
That's fair. I mean, you could get it like
Like, can't
Aiden,
you heal
whenever you're
yourself?
talking about this, yeah, I can. But
see how
like,
he
as you're
managed
talking about
against
this, I'm kind
invisible
of
hands.
Aiden's not really getting offended, but he's kind of like, "What are you looking at this tome for? I can do that just fine."
I'll just look at Aiden because I'm like, I don't know. So I'll look at Aiden and be like, Aiden,
Yes.
could I use this on you, or is that pointless for me to grab?
I mean, I can heal myself. If you really think I'm not up to the job of,
No, I
know.
think you could do just fine. I thought maybe if you got knocked out or something, maybe I could use this on you.
You think I'll get knocked out?
Yes, you almost got knocked out by
You
something
almost
bad.
got killed by a bush!
Yes.
And a rat.
But I didn't see that bush coming, and that rat was crazy.
I want to look at Aiden and be like, this is no offense to you. I think you are a good warrior, and you are a great healer, but everything should always have a backup plan.
Aiden just nods his head.
I want to give... How much is this lady? Like,
It's 120.
100 even, please?
Whoa, that's pretty expensive.
100 even?
I have a trade for you. I have a trade.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I show her the scroll, the one scroll rolled up. I tell her that's a magical scroll. It's even better than this one. This scroll of summon sheep. It's pretty useful.
I want to look at Louis and say, "You really want to give that away?" Like being.
Aiden's pumped about that one. What?
Why would you give that scroll away? That scroll's great. I can summon a sheep anywhere, anytime.
Whoa. It's not written anywhere here.
Maybe.
Yeah, I want to trade the scroll of summon sheep. Because it's
To the lady that works in the bookstore that's seen all of me.
Could I
Aiden's like baffled by this. Like, what are you doing, Louis?
could I take a look at that?
why do you ask the question? You don't trust me?
Don't lie.
If it's a garbage spell, I don't want it.
You can
I
summon
want to
the
look at her and
whole
say,
sheep.
"Lady, this spell is great.
Does it create a sheep?
It summons a sheep."
I don't
Just
know.
a
That's really
living
all I
sheep
know.
from somewhere in the world? It teleports it to
Yes.
you? Why?
I think
Yes.
that's it.
Why?
I don't know.
Because it's
Who would
Because-
make that?
you
I
can,
don't
you
know,
can-
but it's great. Why would you give this away, Louis?
To be fair, I've never heard of anything like that before.
You have not.
You
That's
see,
pretty-
she doesn't even know. This is great.
You know why?
Because
that's
no
the
one would ever
rarest
need that.
scroll.
I disagree.
What do you mean?
I firmly disagree.
Hey,
Lou,
this is
roll
my scroll.
roll persuasion, Lou.
what is that? I'm not good at persuasion. I'm not good. Do I persuade her that this is a great scroll?
It's rare,
I wanna-
it seems, but
I
it
wanna-
seems strange.
I want to look at the woman and tell her, listen. Oh, it's a survival spell. Think
I
of it
want to
this
look at
way.
Louis and say,
You're
"You
ever-
give me that scroll."
If you're ever hungry and lost in the woods and you can't find food, summon sheep. Boom, food. If you're ever cold and need a blanket, boom, summon sheep. Wool. Like it's
Talking to the
survival.
group.
You need
Like,
a
that's the
blanket.
whole group.
You're just gonna make a blanket out of a sheep.
Well, you gotta shave the sheep, but you know what I mean. It's the Swiss Army knife of
What if I
scrolls.
don't have shears?
Aiden looks at everyone and just says, "You all don't know how good this spell is. How
Really?
often you could? Well, yes, there's one time, but you never know."
You know what, Aiden? I'll trade you the scroll for that beautiful javelin that you got.
I will never.
Well, there we go.
I'll tell you what. You just give me that scroll if you don't
Okay.
appreciate it.
Okay, wait, real quick. I'll give you 100 for it.
Roll persuasion.
Ooh.
Here's 120.
I want to say, but wait. What if I gave you 100 for it?
You don't.
What? Why?
That's Aiden's.
And if it doesn't work, I will say, what if I give you 100?
What he was saying obviously was crazy, but what if I gave you 100? Look, this sheep scroll, don't worry about it. We're keeping it. Louis, I don't know what you're doing.
Please do.
But it's crazy.
It is weird.
I just tear the scroll in two. I'm kidding.
What? No, you did not.
Did you, Louis?
I did not know.
Oh, did you do
The faking. Yep.
By the way, Cody, just to let you know, my whole chat thinks Aiden is now a sheep fucker.
What?
Really, but no, I want to give her the 100 and
120.
120. Yes.
You guys are crazy. You don't know when you're near sheep.
God.
You know how good a distraction sheep would be?
Thank you.
Tell me what kind of cleric are you?
Strange
Boom,
sheep
sheep.
man, would you like some books or not?
Strange sheep.
Yes,
Like-
please.
Like at this point, it's just the Jal can't stop, and he's. I'm just gonna in a corner, just.
Oh,
Yes, I would like all the books you have on the history of Leafin and who the current king and leaders are, and everything you can give me that will give me information.
Fair enough. We have a book about Vakish. We have a book about the dyes of
Yes.
Leafin. We have
Yes.
okay. We have a book about a book about Weldfield, the other third major of the Trinity cities that produce dye in Leafin.
Maybe.
Okay. We have a book about the city of Kragan and the Murex farms to the far west.
How much is that book?
3 gold
I
pieces.
don't think. Oh, I'm buying these.
Which this is a bookstore, yes.
what did you expect?
This is more of a library of sorts. I thought I was just gonna borrow these for a night, read them, and then be done. But if
Oh.
I'm buying these, I want to look back and go, I don't have any gold. I don't have any gold.
Aiden, do you need some help, Aiden? I can help you out.
I want to look at Karthus and say, Karthus,
Yeah.
you're the man, but I can't take that money from you. That's your money now. That's none of my. It's no. It's not
Hey,
money.
if you need something, I can help you. That's what friends do.
Yeah.
I know that you would do the same for me. You obviously already did.
I still
What was the
have
name of the
old
scroll I
woman-
bought?
old woman.
Healing word.
Okay. I will take Karthus's
Okay.
generous donation. Aiden needs to brush up on his knowledge.
Be 22 gold for all of them, please.
Ooh, that's steep, but okay.
Karthus,
Yeah, you're
Is that-
saying, "Who? Let's see if you're not paying for
you're
it."
telling me. And Karthus,
I want to like with the stack of books. I want to just kind of like lower them. Thank you. Raise them back up.
you're welcome.
I'm not interested in your wares, your goods, but I have a question for you. I want to know if you had any information about anything related to the emerald dyes or someone named Vassago.
Sorry,
Does that ring a bell to you? No?
nothing seems familiar about anything you just said.
Is she lying?
You can insight check her. No, she seems to be telling the truth. She doesn't seem to be familiar with any of those vocabulary words.
Ah, never mind. I guess those kind of people don't really like to read anyways. Thank you, though.
Louis, can you put these in that sweet bag that you have? All the books
Yeah,
that I got.
I can also take your javelin as well if you want me to.
I am gonna keep that real close to the vest, like literally on my vest.
I opened up the bag and in front of you. Open up the bag.
I want to put the books in it.
And there they go.
Hopefully you can.
Into the void.
The bag of never coming back.
So you head outside
That's all.
of the book and scroll shop, and you see that the sign has been removed from the front of the ring box.
I charge in.
The sign has been
Ooh.
removed.
Yes!
You walk inside, and you are greeted by a middle-aged human woman, and she approaches and she says, "Hi, welcome." And she seems to be sort of just cleaning display cases and seems very nervous. Listen, I forgot that I left the door unlocked. I'm sorry. We don't actually have much friends, but we are buying. However, if you have any jewelry.
Why don't you guys open till noon?
I enjoy sleep. Problem?
Ah,
Yeah.
just might be hurting your business. That's all.
Nothing could hurt
So
my
you-
business
you-
other than having no inventory right now.
I want to
We're
say, what
not.
happened to all your inventory?
Well, I guess it's kind of a good thing. We were cleaned out last month.
Cleaned
Why,
out.
Was it a tiefling man who did this?
It was, yes. We sold out everything to a group of tieflings.
I'm gonna look at her and be like, have they ever been in here before?
I have a lot of regular customers. We are one of the...
Tiefling customers?
Sure, why not? Tieflings are very skilled in magic. They tend to be.
Some of them.
Dude.
Did the man look like this? And I want to use Mask of Many Faces to make myself look like Vassago.
I
want to do that too.
I want to just stand and say, this is weird.
We have many customers, but the face does seem familiar.
And you said it was a group of tiefling.
Yes.
Was there a female tiefling that was really close to his side at all time?
I don't seem to recall any female tieflings. It can be hard to tell sometimes.
She is beautiful!
Can I do it like some kind of inside check to see if what kind of nature that woman is? Like,
Yes. She does seem to be good-natured, but
okay.
sassy and kind of snarky and rude at the same time. But she doesn't seem to be lying to you.
Listen, with the questions we're asking, you probably know it already, but we're actually looking for them. They are bad people. They've done bad stuff, and we're looking for any information you could give us regarding their whereabouts would be much appreciated.
I sold them a lot of magical items. It was a rather large invoice. Actually, this item here, and she pulls out from beneath the counter a ring box and with an emerald gold band ring inside, and she tells you this was one of the items that they purchased. This is one of the only items I have left. They purchased a similar one. They cleaned out my entire shop. Just a group of tieflings. That was just a few weeks ago.
I want to ask her what that item is exactly.
This is a ring of return. If you put it on in one location that you wish to return to, and then go somewhere else and take it off, you will return to the location at which you put it on.
I want that.
Yeah.
Hey, there's somebody like, how much?
What else? What else did they buy? What kind of items did they buy else?
They bought a couple of these rings of return. They bought items which help them mostly with magical spells, things that help you. We have all sorts of items, things that help you swim faster, things that help you with different elemental magics, things that help you conjure.
I want to pull out the emerald. What once was the black gem, and be like, what about this?
That's an emerald.
Oh yeah, I want to
Did
pull
you
out
sell
mine
them
and
a
say, how
bunch
much
of
would you?
these?
How much would you give me for this?
I'm broke!
I need gold.
Yeah. May I?
Yes.
Well, she takes it down and she inspects it. I don't recognize this. It's just a regular emerald.
It would have been a good bit of emeralds. It would have. Did you sell a bunch of a bag of emerald?
I deal in enchanted items, not gemstones. But I'm sure there's a shop in town somewhere that sells items in the use of spells, if you're interested. Young man, I will give you 1,000 gold pieces for this, if you'd like.
What about mine?
I'll take it. Thank you.
Fair.
You know, okay, so she was talking about the the golden emerald. I take out the golden emerald ring that I have in my bag and show it to her. Is that one of the rings you sold him?
Yes, you hold it up and you recognize that it looks exactly like the ring that she has shown you in the rings.
Is this ring still functioning?
Yes, this one is still functioning.
If I understand correctly, if we put it on my finger, I would teleport to where it has been activated, right?
No. If you put it on right now, you leave and take it off somewhere else, you will teleport back here. It has not been used. No one has ever put this ring on.
How many more rings of return do you have?
I've only got the one. I've only got this and one other trinket in the store.
How much? What's the other trinket?
It's not enchanted, it's just a piece of jewelry that I haven't been able to get rid of. Piece of junk. So she pulls out from beneath the counter a silver necklace with a hazelnut surrounded by leaves.
I want to say, can I see that?
Sure.
I want to take it and inspect it with.
Aiden feels no magic coming from this whatsoever. It seems like a standard silver pendant.
I like this. How much? Very nice. How much?
Maybe, I don't know. What do you think? 10 gold pieces.
I will give you. Yes.
Okay.
10 gold.
Louis, are you paying attention to this? Louis, you've seen this necklace before.
I remember what it is.
Aiden puts it on. Cool.
Okay,
Cool. Just looking at it. Nice.
Don't make a face out of it for now.
Okay.
I want to sell my emerald to her. I would like that very much. I want to ask her how much her ring of return is.
2,300.
So you're saying if I give you back the ring, you would give me 2,300?
Having just paid for those emeralds, I don't believe I can afford it at the moment.
Can you take one more gem? One more emerald?
I can.
Because I can sell you one as well. I'm kind of curious, what are your intention with those emeralds? What do you do with those?
We can sell them to a jeweler to put into jewelry and then have the jewelry enchanted. That's my specialty, is selling enchanted jewelry. I was thinking of having that necklace enchanted. It's been sitting around so long. But,
Where did you get that necklace, by the way?
people sell things to us a lot. We've had that for, at least a year now, I think. Someone brought it in and sold it to me.
Yeah, I kind of want to know who that someone is. If you can really, really concentrate and remind, I insist.
Oh.
Okay. Let me go check my invoice records. She heads in the back
Appreciate
for a
it.
moment.
I wanna turn to Louis and be like, you like this necklace?
You're
Check out
about
my
to get
necklace,
slapped, my friend.
Whoa. Just asking.
No, I mean, yeah, I do. I know what that necklace is.
It just looks like a necklace to me. What is it?
I'll tell you. I'll tell you when we're done here.
Okay.
Cool. She comes back out after a few minutes. I have an invoice record of most of the things that people sell me, luckily, just from the past year, so this was just on the tail end of that. It seems a dragonborn from Vakish named Barash sold that to me.
Okay, slowly named
Barash? B-A-R-A-S-H.
Dragonborn from Vakesh, right? Okay. Do you know if he sold you anything else? If he bought anything else?
On the invoice, it was only this one piece. If you'd like, I could take it somewhere and try to get it enchanted.
Well, you know, now it's been sold to one of my friend, right? So I might as well take it to one of. Do you know any enchanter I could get an enchant myself?
We like to keep ours private, but if you would like to head to the Frampton School of Magic, I'm sure they could advise you to some excellent enchanters.
Okay, all right, I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for the info.
So 2,300, huh?
That's right.
That ring.
It's an extremely useful ring, yes.
Yes, it is. That's an extremely high price. Is there anything I could do for you to get that ring price down?
Do you have any enchanted jewelry to sell, or any regular pieces to sell?
What about a trade? I have a scroll of summoned sheep.
What is that?
Aiden's like, what?
You have a scroll of...
You wouldn't want the
Listen,
scroll.
listen,
It's
here's
not
my
good.
deal.
It's not
The
good.
scroll-
Aiden wants to turn around. What are you doing?
And one of the cup
You don't
for
know
that
what you
ring of
got.
yours.
Tell me about this scroll. It
It's,
conjures a sheep?
It's actually a spell that no one knows. No one can ever. You will never see that ever again. It's one of a kind.
I can't imagine why.
Because it's so powerful. You actually need to be level 12 at least to use that scroll.
What's a level?
Yeah, exactly.
What?
That's crazy.
Aiden is just looking at Louis like, no.
Did you try
No.
the scroll shop?
Yeah, they couldn't afford it.
I see. Perhaps I should go over and ask Minerva about the scroll and see if she'll appraise it for me.
I want to say, yes, maybe you
Sure,
should.
Go ahead if you want. Yeah, it's a really good idea. Just leave us here in your
Here we
shop
go.
alone.
Just a normal thing to say to somebody. Yes, you should go over there and leave us here.
I want to dissuade her not to go.
You said you already have a ring of return, yes?
I do.
Then I think you have everything that you need. Have a good day, everyone.
Wait, does that work on everybody or it's only for one person?
How many people can fit their fingers inside of a ring?
What if we all hold our hands?
You'll have to find out. Have a good day.
You sure you don't want
Bye.
those golden cups? Okay.
Thank you for the exchange and the sweet necklace.
As we leave the shop, I want to cast Mage Hand, Invisible, and take the necklace out of Aiden's neck.
Are you going to like try and break it off, or are you gonna
No,
pull it over his head?
just
Okay.
Like, without him knowing.
I can definitely like feel this
Yeah,
happening.
do a sleight of hand, or do you not care?
Hmm?
Louis, do you not care that he notices?
Oh well, what if he sees it? I don't care. I want him to see it.
Oh, okay. So he's blatantly just, you see this thing coming off of your head.
I want to
While you
grab
guys,
it.
yeah, sorry. While you guys were inside this shop, Karthus kind of like nodded off and wandered out of the shop. And as you step outside, he's like eating like a rat on a stick. And he sees the necklace start to float. And he's like, "The ghost is back! Toujours! Toujours!"
And then I'm looking, I'm like, Father of God!
I want to grab it. What the heck?
Okay,
Yeah,
the
well, I
hand
just, like,
let
look
go
around
of
and be like, what?
the necklace and slap him.
So you're getting slapped again, Aiden.
Me
What
and
the
Clark
heck
are
is
just
going
sharing
on?
a rat on a stick together.
He gives you his rat. What's going on?
I was just like
right here, man.
holding the necklace, like just crouched, kind of like fetal position. Like what? Why? Why me?
The necklace is haunted.
This happened before I got the necklace.
Can I have 2 mage hands? Can I summon another one?
Louis, why don't you try using your communication skills?
No, it's just too funny.
Okay.
I go towards Aiden. Would you care letting me see that necklace?
Oh yeah, sure. You want to take it off and present it? Yeah, that's pretty cool, huh? What do you think?
Okay, I take Aiden's necklace from his hand and I take out mine, which is exactly the same.
I want to say, hey, you have the same necklace.
We match.
Yeah.
We're Twinkies.
Oh, it's so cute.
Yeah. The one I am wearing at the moment was my mother's, and this one must have been one of my family members.
Aiden starts to kind of like tear up a little bit, and just be like, "Oh man, that's really
Yeah.
that's pretty heavy, man."
That's now that I have information on who brought this necklace here, I think we should add that to our list of tasks.
Yeah, I don't think we have time, guys. We have so much. We're just.
You know what? Never mind.
I wanna look at Louis and like kind of put my hand over her hand and be like, "I'll help you find whoever turned this necklace in."
Yeah, she starts tearing up. She starts crying.
Oh snap!
Yeah, she does.
I just want to drop the rat on the stick, like.
Wait, you took her out on the stick and raising it too?
No, me and Carthus were sharing while watching you get slapped by the ghost.
Carthus picks up the red on the stick off the ground.
Like, I wanna
crap, like.
like come in for like a group hug thing.
Louis talks to Aiden and she says, you know, you can keep it for now. You can keep it safe for me. But I definitely want to know more about this. Is kind of, I really need to know more what happened here. So if we can move to Vakesh next, once we're done here, I would be down to move.
Well, we didn't really find much out about the old Emerald Eyes, eh?
We don't have any more leads. I mean, the shop was our lead, man. We can ask around the school. Maybe someone's heard of Vassago. I mean, he knows magic. They know magic. Boom! Everyone that knows magic knows everybody, right? That's how it goes. But no, we'll go to the school, ask around. If we don't get any more leads on Vassago, we'll chase your lead, Lou.
You head away from the shops and towards the large tower at the very edge of town, nestled into the foothills. And it takes you quite a while to walk there, probably about an hour away from the city center with all the shops in it.
I want to nudge Carthus and be like, dude, you might be able to learn a spell or two.
Isn't that like devil's candy? Something?
Whatever.
Yeah, you're right. Sounds cool.
What? What? Devil's candy?
What you mean?
As you approach this tower, you see that it's actually a part of a very large campus. An old castle of sorts with just a singular round tower with a triangle roof at the very top with a little flag on it. As you approach, you see a very lush green lawn and many, many students in these blue robes with their respective pins for their different schools of magic on them, sitting out on the lawn, practicing magic, talking to each other, conversing, eating, etc. As you walk up the cobblestone path and come to these very large carved gates and the black castle, you approach and you see that the gates are open and you are able to walk into a main hall.
Is there anyone around?
There are many students around, yes.
Okay, so it's like this in between classes school
Yes.
All, like,
It would seem so. There are people of all ages, of all races here.
I just want to kind of look around and be like, guys, I really didn't have a plan for when we got here. I just want to stop a student and be like, hey! Is there anyone higher up we could speak to?
Do you know Vassago?
Do you know?
Flash!
You stop the nearest person. There's a group of about 3 adult people. They are all humans, and they seem to be in very, very nice robes with collars. As they are stopped, you say, hey, can you help us with someone higher up? A woman speaks out of the group. She's very regal seeming, a bit elderly, but very well made up. Her hair is up with her silver locks. And she says, I believe you are looking for me. I'm the headmistress of the school. How can I help you today, gentlemen and lady?
You are actually called mistress, right?
I am the headmistress, Valera.
Nice to meet you, Valera.
Could you spell that, Valera?
Why? V-A-L... V-A-L-E-R-A.
Oh yeah, so that's that's the second question. How are you? How can you spell your name?
I need to write it down in my notebook.
I want to, like, just lean and be like, how long does it take to learn something here?
What? Whoa. That wasn't part of the deal.
Sorry, are you interested in magic lessons? Learning here at the school?
All I know is I had a magic off with a 9-year-old kid and got my ass kicked. Do you know who Kid is?
I thought you might be talking about him. Kid Devonshire, yes?
Why is he so good?
I need to know.
The boy has a lot of time on his hands. He done a lot of studying in his free time.
Oh,
That's what happens when your parents neglect you and send you to a boarding school even though they live in the same city.
But
oh.
you're saying that his parents live here?
Wait, so he could have just like walked up the road to the school and didn't have to stay there?
Essentially.
That's kind of messed up.
Excuse me, I spoke out of turn. Are you interested in signing up for classes at all?
No, keep
Me?
going. What else can you tell us?
Any of you?
Yes.
Well,
No.
I am Aiden Ashwind. I am a cleric,
Nice to meet you.
so I know a little bit about the magics.
I see.
But I mean, I don't know how to go about this. I don't know what to say. This is different.
He's killed so many people.
What? What?
Do you
Excuse me?
accept murderers?
Nothing.
Yeah, right.
If you are interested in enrolling in the school, we could put you up in dorms if you do not live here in the city, or we can...
No.
We are actually interested in information.
I want to look at Louie and be like, listen, we can enroll, have dorms, but then we can just go on our quest, but then we always have a place to stay when we're here.
Alright, so I raise up my voice. Dejal, listen. you heard those you heard what would happen in Vakesh in a couple of weeks.
We could take a class or two.
We don't have time to waste. Are you just mimicking?
Do you have any classes we could take in a day?
Do you have an advanced course?
Like, I'm talking the most advanced you could throw at us.
I don't believe so. If you'd like...
Teach me something!
If you'd like me to see what you are capable of, we do have a training area. Would you like to show me what you have?
Show me what you've got.
I just want to look at Louie and be like, let me just do this real fast. You guys talk to her while I do this badass training thing.
I look at her and I say, I want
You already know you're weaker than probably most of the people here.
Whenever she says, "Show me what you got," I want to like look at her and look at Dejal and look back at her and go, "Yeah," and then like give her like a wink and say, "Go ahead, let him show you what he's got." I want to look back over at Dejal and kind of give him like a weird smirk, like a.
Yeah, show us what you got.
show us what you've got.
Louis kind of agrees with that.
And then-
attitude.
Okay, let's go.
I
Let's
She
go.
kinda agrees with that
and
attitude.
I like whisper, I say, "He's gonna get his butt whooped."
I know. Oh, high five.
Aiden and Louie are bonding over mind to mind.
Alright.
Yeah.
Can I grab popcorn?
Can you conjure popped corn?
Pop it, corn.
I'll just summon the sheep.
Dejal, she asks you, please follow me. And she leads you into an open area she leads you through a doorway and into a large open hall where there are students practicing with dummies and practicing against these mannequins using their spells.
Dejal, we can practice with you.
Oh, see? This is nothing.
Quite. Please show me your best spell.
Well, if you really want to see what I got.
Eldritch Blast! Eldritch Blast! Show me your best spell.
Let's start off simple but powerful. Eldritch Blast!
Going big and then going home.
You're shooting an Eldritch
No,
Blast
but-
at the dummy? At a mannequin?
Oh, I'm supposed to be a dummy? I thought I was
You attack the headmistress?
No, it's not a dummy.
Roll damage.
No.
You fire Eldritch Blast, and you say it. And she watches as you attack the nearest dummy, and it shatters into splinters and hay.
I just want to be like,
That was just a warm up.
Very nice, Master Tiefling. Though I do think the position for tutoring kindergartners has been filled.
I want to.
You just got hacked.
I want to be like, oh yeah, hit me real quick.
What? Like I want to say that audibly out loud.
Like, I just want to. I'm not gonna attack you, but I need you to hit me real quick. No, it can't be you. Aiden, hit me.
Why not me? Because you
What?
feel like I would kill you one
Aiden,
shot.
just hit me.
Hit him, Aiden. Do you want a strength or do you want an attack?
I'm gonna just shield bash him.
Okay. Do it again. Do better.
Don't even
Oh,
worse.
see? Okay.
So, Aiden, what was your intent in doing that?
You raise
Just
your
to like
arm.
knock him over.
To, like, shove him with it?
Yeah.
You do this, and you and you hit him, and your symbol catches on his skin, and it cuts him. Shaw, you've been cut by Aiden's
Oh, no,
shield,
sorry.
and you are.
I just want to. Aha! Hellish rebuke. He's hellish rebuke on Aiden.
What?
Roll it.
Dude!
What's wrong with you?
What the hell?
What is wrong with you? You're
God.
gonna kill me.
No, I'm not. It's fine.
Well, that stinks. You know, if I didn't level up, that would have killed me. That would have brought me.
You've killed a man.
I want to awaken mind with Aiden real quick and be like, I'm so sorry, but I have to prove myself.
To who?
To this old lady.
That hurt really bad.
You're a cleric, ew. And then I just look at her and be like, yeah.
We do not tolerate just such tomfoolery in this school. It's completely unorthodox. Everything that just happened. You said you were.
I'm showing you what I know.
Please. You said you were. He said you were a cleric.
Yes.
Show me your healing magic, please.
I want to place my hands on myself, and I heal myself for 11.
See, look, you're almost at max.
So I'm back up to 19.
You seem a skilled gentleman. Are you perhaps interested in taking any courses here at the school?
What?
I would genuinely love to learn and expand my horizons. However, I don't know if I have the time needed to put in to learn such rigorous magics.
I want to look at her and be like, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that you guys didn't do. I was just trying to prove myself to you. Let me do one more, and that's it.
Very well, but please attack a mannequin this time.
It's not an attack.
Show me.
Misty Step. I want, like, as she's looking at me, I'm just gonna, like, go backwards so she can...
Okay, cool. You're still in her line of sight then.
Yes.
That is a bit more impressive than an Eldritch Blast.
You don't like Eldritch Blast? But I would be like, yes,
It's
I
fine.
am sorry. I didn't mean to break any rules you had. I was just trying to prove that I was skillful, and the little kid was... I'm sad.
Did he teach you this teleportation trick?
No, he did not.
See. Sorry, how do you know Kid?
We've
Well, he
seen him
kind of
twice
saved
now.
our butt a little bit, actually.
Yeah, he saved us.
Where
Just
is
wait.
he?
He lives in the woods, but we can't get a hold. Like, he won't come with us.
The woods
Every
where?
time we try to get.
Hartford. He was in Hartford. Or somewhere around it.
Last we saw him, he was around Hartford, I believe.
I see.
Hold on.
I want to awaken mind with Aiden and be like, should we tell her where he is?
Like, now that I think about it, we weren't actually in Hartford when we saw him. We were closer to
Yeah, we were
Is it
close to the
Glowing?
lights.
Flowerwood.
Glowerwood. Yeah, that's it.
Okay,
So, I mean, we could say Hartford on by accident.
like we don't know these people. I trust Kid more than I trust these people. Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong, it's a school, but we don't know anything about him. Kid
I don't
left
disagree
for a
with you.
reason.
I don't
know
disagree.
she said he had some parent trouble, but I don't know. Kid can handle himself.
Well, I already said the wrong thing, so you can take it from here. I'll just shut my mouth and try and recover from your.
I wanna just cut
Crazy
Aiden off. I like
spell
to just cut
throwing.
Aiden off.
Yeah.
I want to ask her. I was like, "What?
Hey, jerk.
Why? Why? Why would you be looking for Kid? He seems like he can handle himself."
He is a child. He has been missing.
Yes, I understand that, and I was worried too. But Kid, he's a strong kid. Kid's a strong boy, and he actually saved our butt after almost killing us.
You said he's outside Hartford.
I do believe that's last time I saw him. Not 100% sure.
I want to ask her, why did you let him leave?
I'm not good with direction.
Kid, who, as I'm sure you know, is very skilled in magic. He could have left anyway, but he did sneak out in the middle of the night, it would seem. We have not seen him.
What made him leave?
I am entirely unsure. Perhaps you could ask his friends on the campus, or his parents even.
She's lying, right?
Where did...
Insight?
Oh, good.
She's entirely unsure.
Okay.
She's not sure why Kid left. She seems... She seems very interested in finding him.
Where's Kid's parents at? And what are their names?
They're across town. They're at the Devonshire mansion.
Mansion?
Yes.
And they didn't want Kid to stay with them?
I suppose not. Their names are Rufus and Wellestia Devonshire.
So how long has Kid been here? And I don't mean how long has he been studying here. I mean, how long has he been here consistently? When's the last time he went home?
Ah, I see. Well, though they do live here, he did not see his parents over the solstice breaks. He stays here indefinitely.
For how long?
Kid has been attending the school for the past probably 3 years.
Who takes care of him?
We have food here on the grounds and caretakers for the younger students, hall monitors and the like.
How do you like Kid?
He's a very intelligent boy. Bit of a brat, spoiled, but again, I blame the parents for that.
Why are you so concerned about Kid's well-being? If you think he's a brat and everything.
He is a student of mine. I care about all my students. He might be a spoiled child, but that does not mean that I hate him in any regard.
And if you found Kid, what would happen?
We would try to find ways, either through his parents or through security on the school grounds, to keep him here.
So you'd lock him up?
Not at all. But if his parents are paying for him to go to the school, he is under their watch, and if they would like him to stay here, then stay here he shall.
On another note, do you know anything about the Emerald Eyes and a certain Tiefling called Vassago?
I don't know anything about the latter, but I know the Emerald Eyes. It's a pathetic excuse for a magic establishment.
Magic establishment, you say? Because we have heard that they were just farmers, basically.
No, I believe that everyone there was undertaking a lifestyle in which they were learning basic magic skills.
Would you say they are competitor to your school?
Not in the least.
Well, I can straight up tell you that Vassago sucked.
I'm unfamiliar with this character.
He was the leader. We're looking for him because we have really good reasons to think that they are a bad organization. They are involved in human sacrifices.
My goodness. It's completely barbaric. Have you alerted the police to this?
Yeah, the Hartford police is well aware of everything.
Good. Has it been shut down?
For now, but their leader, Vassago, escaped us. We tried to stop him, but he escaped us.
Tell me about
And
this
that was-
Vassago character.
Well, he's a tiefling, so bad by nature.
If you say so.
He just vanished while we had the advantage in the fight, and he just vanished. He actually had an altar where he had just sacrificed a poor soul.
It's entirely disgusting. I'm glad it has been shut down. Did you have a hand in that?
We're looking for more clues, investigating, trying to find him, because he vanished at the end. We couldn't get a hold of him.
How does this concern you? Were you members of the Emerald Eyes?
No, totally not. We were actually looking for missing members of the family, and we learned that they perished at their hands, probably sacrificed.
If there's
So-
anything I can do to help, please let me know. I'm unfamiliar with this Vassago character. I don't know much about the Emerald Eyes, except that they were a shoddy practice of basic magic skills, under the ruse of natural living.
Which I don't have.
If you are interested in studying here, we can put you up in a room, and you can begin taking lessons soon.
Real
That's-
quick, I wanna go back to Aiden and ask Aiden what we should do about Kid. Should we tell her where Kid is, or let Kid be?
Well, he definitely voiced his opinion on not wanting to come back.
Yeah,
But he
his
didn't really-
parents are D-bags.
I know. Look, we left that up to him, And at this point, I think we could do him a solid in not really letting them know exactly where he is now. He saved us, so this is kind of us not saving him, but helping him out a little bit.
So I know he's real skilled, but he is a kid. He's still gonna make kid decisions.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I also think that if he was doing okay on his own before,
So you mean
by
to tell
us,
me,
like,
as
we're
a
taking
cleric,
this.
you think it's a good thing to leave a kid in the woods?
No, not at all. However, this kid in particular, I think will be just fine for right now.
Are you having mixed feelings here?
I
Ah,
want to look at the lady and say, I would love to take classes here, but we think our next clue to finding Vassago is in the town.
Vakesh.
Yes.
Ah, Vakish, yes. It's not too far from here.
Yes. I mean, I would absolutely. You have no idea how much I would want to learn here,
I'm not really proficient in magic anyways.
but you could be.
No.
I did not see any magic from you.
Because I don't have much.
I want to look at Louis and be like, do the face.
Okay, I wanna do some okay, yeah, I'll do it. I wanna do something. First of all, I wanna distract her with a minor illusion behind her. That'll be a lion's roar.
Behind her, there is a loud lion's roar, and she jumps, but she tries to hold herself.
She's not turning around.
She doesn't turn around. She
Oh,
is familiar with all of these stupid sounds caused by tons of students constantly, day in and day out. And having just asked you to show her some of your magic, she can put two and two together.
I want to charm. Karthus is with us, right?
He is with you.
I want to charm Karthus.
Okay. Karthus is like looking around this hall and watching all these people do magic. He's picking his nose. He's just taking in all the sights. So Karthus is nearby, but he's not really paying attention to your conversation whatsoever. Karthus, who in general seems to have a negative sort of feeling, vibes from you, looks over and he like catches your eye. You're looking at him and attempting to charm him, and he goes,
Hey, Karthus, tell me how much you love me.
"Well, I mean, I don't know you too well, but you seem like a really nice gal, Lucy."
See, I turned to Valera. See, he's never told me that before. I totally got him under my control.
I see. Is there anything else you could show me?
I'm like,
Yeah, I got something. I cast, and that's my last spell slot, so it will be drained. I cast Disguise Self. I want to disguise myself into Kid. I want to like use the minor illusion to use those smoke bombs that he used, like those green or blue smoke bombs that he used. I wanna jump on Aiden's shoulder. 20.
Very nice. Yes.
Nice.
So you suddenly poof and you transform into this scrappy child who seems to have some cuts from running through the brush on him and just twigs in his hair and things like that and disheveled robes, and she is taken aback. You have seen him. And all of a sudden, smoke bomb! You throw down a smoke bomb and blue smoke, and you manage to backflip and sit on Aiden's shoulders.
Yeah.
Aiden's just like,
Totally. Like this.
You feel the weight of Louis.
Yeah.
Not
it's
that
Louis.
heavy, but yes. And so now Kid has appeared sitting on your shoulders. That is most impressive illusion magic you have there.
Lean over. Yeah, I taught him that.
You seem to be a natural, and if you are interested in illusion, we can teach you something in the same amount of time as the others.
Fact is, we don't really have much time. I think time is critical if we want to reach and stop Vassago before he hurts more people.
But really quick, though, what kind of time are we talking?
Overnight.
She points to Aiden and to Louis. Well, for your skill levels, I think a month might suffice.
And for mine.
12 years.
Perhaps if you sit in with that kindergarten class, you might learn a thing or two.
What? Oh.
There's no shame in it. Many people come in later in life after having discovered their magical talents and undertake our path.
There's no shame.
I taught him the magic that you... What?
Would you like to show me some of your illusion?
I just want to disguise self. And I'll turn into her. Be like,
Oh, jeez.
you're not good enough.
Do I need to ask you to leave the premises?
No! I'm just showing you what I'm trying to show you. I want to turn back, use Mage Hand to,
Boy.
grab Cody's staff out of his back.
No, wait.
His javelin?
Yeah, his javelin.
Wait, I want to intrude. So his mage hand is not invisible.
Is it not?
No, only mine is.
Why
His
is
is not.
But-
My mage hand is invisible because of a feat for rogue, for
Okay.
arcane trickster. But I want to cast my mage hand, and just mess with his. Just.
Yeah.
So that-
I want to grab it and
Try to wrestle it.
What are you doing?
Dajal reaches out, tries to grab Aiden's javelin. Louis, once you see it start to raise, Aiden tries to grab it to hold it in place. So Dajal, Aiden is able to fight against your mage hand, and you also seem to... It seems that your mage hand is struggling against another invisible force.
Can I do a perception real quick? Or what is that? Like how?
It's invisible, but you seem to recall the ghost slapping Aiden from before. Something similar might be going on.
It just hits me, and I'm like, I want to look at Louis to see if he looks like he's laughing.
I'm actually still disguised as kid.
On Aiden. Wait, are you on Aiden's shoulders still? Okay. Aiden has not. Aiden is completely compliant. He's whatever. He doesn't mind you being up there. Apparently.
I want to go to the. I just want to show you this, and put my hand on her shoulder, and use guidance.
What?
It doesn't really do anything, but hopefully, she could feel it. You know what I mean?
She feels a sort of magic aura come off of you as your hand touches her, and she grabs your wrist. That is quite enough. Thank you all. Regardless,
Let me show you!
however long it takes you to learn a spell, you may pay for board here if you wish.
Now,
We have
Eve,
to pay?
could we go? We have to go to seek out this Vassago character. If we pay you for board, is our room always here?
You must be a student here to be able to pay for dormitories.
Will come back? Question mark.
I would be happy to see you come back, and she looks towards Aiden.
It just gets sad. My tail goes limp and everything. Just like a puppy.
A little black cloud.
Minor illusion.
Sadness.
Rain cloud over my head.
Louis turns to Deja And she tells him, "Don't worry. Once we're done with what we need to do, we can come back and you can take whatever classes you need to become any if any kind of to have any kind of powerful in
Decent.
any sort of way." maybe one day you will be.
How much is board here?
Oh God.
For board and for lessons,
1,000.
we charge $150 per month.
Per
A
month.
month?
You are in a shared dormitory.
So me, Aiden, and Louis would share a room.
It is 4 to a room, yes, but it is $150.
Carthus!
Hey, what's up?
I know you plan on sailing the seas soon.
Yeah.
You learn some magic too.
What kind of magic?
I don't know what kind of magic you want to learn.
What are you into?
Hey, you might be able to learn Awaken Mind, Carthus.
What's that?
But I want to repeat myself in his head. You might be able to learn Awaken Mind.
Is that you, Dijon?
Carthus, in crucial situations, I have used this with you, and you had no idea it was me.
I knew it was you, but sometimes there's other people. You never know. It could be someone else.
What are you?
We're in a school full of magic people. It's crazy up here. That lady turned into a bird. It was weird.
Who turned into a bird?
Lady over there.
Oh,
Kid over there. He made a fire. I want to do that. That's what I want to do.
there you go. You can learn that here. We
Sure as heck make pillaging a lot easier.
Yeah.
Alright, maybe another time we have to go.
Oh.
Right? And I look at Deja, Aiden, and Carthus. Right?
I guess.
Yeah. Oh.
Valera, thank you very much for your help and whatever sort of training or that was.
I want to look at her and be like, I am sorry I was such a nuisance to you. I promise I will better myself.
Please, Valera, keep in mind that the Emerald Eyes are not a joke. They're dangerous, and we want to try to eliminate them. Eliminate the threat for everybody. If you have any information, we will be very welcome.
I will be sure to put everything you have told me into my records and advise my council. Thank you so much for your time. If there's anything else, please let me know. If not, I can see you off the premises if you'd like.
Yeah, I mean, I think we could find a door, but if you would like to walk us down.
I wouldn't. Have a nice day. She turns and she starts to head up the stairs.
No, I don't know how, like loud enough just barely for her to hear. No wonder kid doesn't want to come back.
Yes, if you do find him, please be sure to send him back our way.
Will
Yeah, sure,
do.
bye.
All right, we're getting out of here.
She has gone.
Bye-bye.
Right. Where are you headed?
We are heading to Vakish.
Okay, you need to go collect your horses. Sounds good.
Yes.
Presumably. All right, so
Or
you call.
do you guys want to go to the Devonshire mansion before, or we just?
Ooh, that might be a good stop.
I mean, that'd be if it's on. Yes.
You know
Real
what?
quick.
They're magic users. Maybe, well, we can assume they're magic users and maybe pretty good at that. Maybe they have some information about the Emerald Eyes. What do you know?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah,
We
I'm
can
into
stop there before we leave town.
All right. We go there.
As you are headed outside of the large gates and out of the hall, you come across the lawn and you see many people there as before, including a few children. And Dajal, you notice that there is a red-skinned tiefling child there on the lawn by herself.
Oh. I wanna be like, guys, give me a sec. tea for time out. I'm gonna go over to the Tiefling child and be like, "Hey, why are you by yourself?"
As you approach her, she seems to have her hands. She's concentrating very closely. Come on, come on! And there are swirls going between her hands, and she can't seem to get whatever it is she's working on. And you startle her as you come up. Hi.
Like, hey, what are you doing?
Just working on a conjuration spell.
How come you're the only one? How come you're by yourself?
I don't know. Why not? Everyone else is busy with their own stuff.
What's your name?
My name is Fern.
Fern. Golly, love that movie.
What's your name, mister?
My name's Dejal.
You're not wearing robes, Dejal. Are you a student here?
I don't think the headmistress likes me too much.
Yeah, me neither.
Why not?
I don't think she likes anyone.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah.
What are you working on over here, huh?
Trying to make a mouse. It's just something my friend tried to teach me. Just trying to figure it out.
I can't make a mouse.
You can't really make anything.
But I can cast Hellish Blast.
But I can do this.
say a real
Eldritch.
constructive spell.
I want
A real
to
dangerous
use
spell.
I want to use minor illusion to do like little fireworks in front of her.
Okay.
Like miniature, like ants would be watching fireworks.
And you blind her. Oh!
Mother of God! What's wrong with you, mister? I don't even know
Why
you!
would you do that to me? I wasn't out shit.
You make these little sparks pop up. Do they make little firework noises?
Yeah, like.
Pew, pew.
That's pretty impressive. They all
That's pretty
totally
cool.
up to your skill level.
Oh.
If I could make a mouse, those would look pretty big to him.
I want to ask her. I was like, who's your parents? You don't. I want to look around to see if there's more tieflings here.
Yeah, you take a look around. She seems to be the only tiefling child here. Yeah, when you were inside, there were a few tiefling hanging out.
Oh, there were a few.
Yeah, just there were tieflings, like maybe one dragonborn. Yeah, half elves, all sorts.
Were they all older tieflings or kids?
Middle-aged.
Middle aged? Is she definitely younger than those ones?
This kid seems to be 12 years old.
No, I see. Aiden goes up to a 14-year-old barmaid and gets flack for it. Dejal goes over to a 12-year-old girl. It's totally cool.
You're the one with the sheep scroll, man.
I want to tell her. I was like, I want to ask her, how close are you with the other tieflings here?
Oh, we talk. They're not really my age, so I can't really get to know them super well.
I just want to let you know, there's a bad tiefling out there. His name is Vassago. He tries to recruit.
I know that name.
He's my dad.
That's gonna be like, hold on one second. Guys, come here.
Oh, I'm here. I'm just watching.
You guys watch.
I'm just making
you guys
sure you don't
follow me
hurt
over?
that little girl.
I want to be like, how do you know Vassago?
I don't know him. I just heard the name before.
From who?
My parents.
Who's your parent?
They live across town. I live with them. I just come to the school to study during the day. I go home in the afternoon.
Who's your parents, if you don't mind me asking?
Sure. Well, you are a stranger. But, tiefling to tiefling, their names are Prunella and Kurt.
I like the name Kurt.
Are both of your parents tieflings?
They are, yeah.
And your parents have mentioned Vassago, huh?
Not to me. I've just heard it. It's a weird name.
Okay. make sure you stay at school, all right?
Well, I'm leaving in like an hour after my lesson.
To go where?
Home.
Oh.
We don't get a whole lot of tieflings here in Frampton. Do you want to meet my parents?
I will look at Aiden and Louie and be like,
I definitely want to meet them. However, this is a real kid in a freaking white van situation.
what do you mean?
Why
We're
don't you-
not gonna take her!
Why don't you take a
You,
seat?
you sicko!
No.
What kind of cleric are you?
Yeah, no, let's just walk home with this little girl. Three grown-ass men. Hey, little girl, show us where you live. Yeah, that's cool. We'll escort you off the premises,
Yeah,
too.
that's when we go. That's when you're not taking her to her house. That's when you're taking her
Yeah,
far away
of
from
course
her.
we're taking her
Like,
to your house. No one else knows that.
are your parents coming to get you?
I walk home every day.
Where do your parents live?
It's about an hour east,
Hour east.
across the city.
Do they...
Okay.
You happen
Guys.
to live by the one people. I can't know what is their names.
Do you
The,
happen to live by the Devon
What are you
mansion?
saying,
Yeah, the Devonshires.
Oh. No.
Devonshire. It's a Devonshire.
No, I don't live near the Devonshires. They are in a very fancy part of town. I'll tell you that much. We're not so much. But, I do know how to get there if you're wondering.
Yes, you tell us. So we don't. Yeah.
Sure. The Devonshires live on the lake. It's lakefront. It's a mansion. It's a very pretty estate. Lots of grass and land, and I think they have some horses.
Where do you live exactly?
Oh, I live in what's called the Mutton District. It's it's nice.
Wait, are there any sheep there?
Do you?
It's
Do
not
you have
more
like
than
a
anywhere
house?
else.
What's
Why?
your house? Is there anything? Is there anything? How would we know what your house is? Where your house is?
Oh, well, if you go to the Mutton District, and you can just ask any guard where that is. I'm right across the street from the well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can't ask any guard.
Why not?
Because we don't really like to talk to guards. No.
They, you know how it is being a tiefling. They're just,
Not really.
Yeah, cool. We're gonna go. I hope you conjure that mouse rat soon.
Mouse room.
Thanks. I'll keep trying.
Guys, we have to go talk to her parents right now.
What about
Yes.
Devonshire?
We'll do that after. Her parents, she literally said her parents know where,
Well, she said her parents know. She's heard the name Vassago. She didn't say about anything other than her parents said it.
yes, but her
We
parents
really
know
it.
something
That's
about
a
Vassago.
Yes.
really good. It's a really
Possibly.
Good kid. I think that's stronger than the Devonshire. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm in.
I mean,
How are we gonna go about this? We can't just stroll up on their door. What do you know about? Where are they taking?
Knock,
what-
knock, knock. We were at the school. We met your daughter.
oh,
How
said-
about knock,
no.
knock, knock? Insurance.
You are a cleric.
Knock, knock.
Pamphlets.
Oh, yeah, I'm preaching the word.
Oh god.
Lathander.
Guys, I have an idea, but I don't want to tell you guys because you'll talk me out of it.
Oh, jeez. I know your idea.
What is it? What is
You're gonna make yourself look like a Vassago.
it? No. I was gonna make myself
But I
look
would
like
do
the
it.
little girl.
No, but
I
Oh,
was gonna look
jeez.
like the little girl and be like, Mommy, Daddy, the fuck out!
Oh, no.
tell me about Vassago, Mommy and Daddy.
Yeah, tell me about Vassago. Who is? I've heard this name before.
Well, we have to go.
Yeah, I'm in. I
Vassago-
say let's go.
Normally, when Vassago meets a tiefling, he recruits that tiefling.
All right, let's go.
Besides Karthus, for some reason.
Mutton Drive.
Because Karthus is too cool of a dude.
But Karthus didn't know his name. You only know Vassago's name if you're with him.
True.
Let's go!
Now,
Whoa.
as
I'm
you
in.
guys say goodbye to
Oh,
Fern,
wait.
you-
Real quick, are we literally walking the exact opposite way we just came?
what do you mean?
When we were at the market, it was an hour walk to get to the school.
You
And now
oh,
we're
you were on the east side of town in the market, and you went into the foothills on the west side of town. So yeah, now you're headed back east.
literally going back. All right, yeah, let's go.
Okay,
We should use the ring instead. Would have saved us
Yeah.
an hour.
just the one ring. As you are leaving the establishment, the Frampton School of Magic, Karthus was listening in on your conversation, and he approaches Fern, and he says, "Hello, hang on," and he checks his pockets and his bags, and he pulls out a little carved wooden bear, and he gives it to her. She's like, "Thanks, that's pretty cool." Oh, see ya. And he heads out.
What a cool guy.
That's
What a
gonna.
good guy.
I want to look back at Karthus. You got a soft spot for your kids, Karthus?
Oh God.
Everything's got to have something attached to it.
No,
huh?
not like that. It wasn't like that.
Everything's
Some
got
of
to
them
have
use
something.
sheeps.
No, it's because I think there's something more, Karthus. No, guys.
Yeah, I really like kids.
I have a theory on Karthus. All right.
I really like kids. Yeah, they're great. I almost never get to see any being out on the ocean and hanging out with brooding pirates all the time. My
Alright.
childhood mostly consisted of swabbing decks and taking punches, so I like to make it as good as I can for them.
Fair enough.
See? Cool guy.
Yes.
Mutton
Yes,
Drive
that's-
from the well.
That's all. I don't wanna spring anything on Karthus without knowing for sure.
Okay.
I have a theory.
Okay.
Guys.
I am interested in this theory.
Well, you don't say that in game, right?
No,
I have a theory on Karthus.
No.
This is like, do tell.
Yeah.
Please enlighten me. Yeah, we're going. It's good. It's good. Mutton
Yeah, we're
Drive.
going to the Mutton District.
Okay. So you head over back towards the area from which you came. You approach the city center, and there in the center of this shopping area, you do see a map, which is able to show you where the Mutton District is. And you kind of fumble around with directions for a little bit, and you find the well in the Mutton District.
And across from it.
Across from
So-
it is a really pathetic excuse for a domicile. It's just a really shifty shack.
Oh, no.
Okay, I wanna look at these guys and be like, what's the course of action? I could do this. Vassago.
Well, I can kind of get... You guys can go hide somewhere. I can rap on the door and get a vibe of how, what kind of people they are. Just to see, just to get a gauge of, if they're cool with talking to people, if they're not
Right.
cool with, how they are, see what they're about. And then
I
you
have a
guys can
better
hide
idea.
in the...
I do have a better idea,
Okay, hit me with it.
guys. I have that one acolyte robe from the
Mhm.
dead man that I kept in my bag. Deja, do you want to wear that robe and pretend you're part of the Emerald Eyes?
I can make myself wearing the robe. Tell Louis, me and you could go up together, or me and you could go, because Aiden's wearing a bunch of armor. You're not gonna hide your armor over it just with a robe. And then we'll just knock on the door. I'm a tiefling, you're you, and we can just see how they react to us when they see the robe.
Okay, I'm down.
And
I
Aiden-
can. Oh, I can't. Yeah, I'm down with that.
And then Aiden, just be
Yeah,
like,
but-
if
My only problem with that is I'm a cleric. If I go up and knock on their door trying to preach the good word of Lathander, that's no different from any other, crazy Lathander bumping boy. If you guys go up, it's just two random strangers. At least they think I'm trying to like sell them on something,
In a full suit of armor with a
Yeah, that's
fierce...
what clerics, man. They're not just like in monasteries, just preaching about how cool their gods are all the time. They're out in the they're out and about trying to get people to join.
Carthus, what do you think we should do?
Why don't we just go in and ask him?
Yeah. Well,
that's stupid, Carthus. Stay out of this.
Carthus, that was a dumb idea.
You're right.
I
Sorry.
didn't say that. That was.
I mean, Carthus does have a point. We could just go in. We only have an hour. Or no, it's that little girl is an hour behind us right now. She will be home soon.
Yes.
Whatever we're gonna do, we need to do before she gets home.
I mean, think about it. If they're here, they're not part of them.
Why not?
They might be helpful. They're not. They will be in their kind of recruitment. Like they will be in their camps or in their caves.
I don't know, man.
I just want to start walking to the door.
Carthus follows suit. Good to know I won the argument. Right.
Just be like, if you guys think they're not bad, I want to knock on the door.
I didn't say that.
They, after a few moments and you hear a bit of rustling, the door opens and you see a black, curly-haired, red-skinned tiefling lady. Hi, can I help you?
Hi.
Hi.
I was just wondering if is your husband home also?
Who's asking?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, did you? I look back. Is Aiden and Louie behind me, or are they still on the? What did you guys do?
No,
Aiden is going to be standing at the side of the building, out of sight.
I am out of sight as well, trying to investigate through the windows or whatever.
Okay. The shack.
Yeah, I definitely.
Okay. So
Aiden...
it's legit just me and Carthus then, right?
Two tieflings, yeah.
It's two tieflings on this little porch. There are absolutely no windows on this shack. There are a couple holes in the wall, however. So, Louis, would you like to look inside?
Yeah.
Make me an investigation check.
18.
Nice.
Nice.
Louis, you are able to look and peek between the boards and in the holes in this rickety shack, and Cody, Aiden is as well. You look inside and you see the figure of a male tiefling there, curious about what's going on at the door. The shack is pretty disheveled. There's actually not a lot inside, but it's pretty messy and dirty. The floor is pretty much just a dirt pad, and there's like a candle lit in there, having no windows.
I just want to look at her and be like, we don't have time to waste on this. I'm looking for a tiefling named Vassago.
Oh, straight up? Boom.
Yeah,
Drop the ball.
right there. How does she react?
Kurt? And after a moment, the male tiefling is very broad and tall, approaches. He's like a linen robe on, and he also has long black hair and curls, and what is going on here?
I'm looking for Vassago, and I heard...
Shut up. How do you know that name?
Whoa. A little abrasive.
Ooh, you're getting bossed around.
I've known Vassago a long time, but I've gotten it's a long story.
He immediately grabs your collar and pulls you inside, and Prunella slams the door shut, and he has a knife to your throat, and he slams you against the wall. Carthus is outside on the porch. He's like, that was weird. And he pulls out his scimitar, and he busts open the door, and he points his sword towards Kurt.
I was like, up, hold on. Kirk, there's 2 more friends outside that I have. I'm just telling them to not... Guys, it's okay. Hold the phone.
Is there any way we can get inside from the holes, or?
Do I hear him say that?
It's strictly the front
I'm
door.
yelling.
If you'd like to go around the building, you can investigate.
Yeah.
Do I hear him say that? 'Cause I'm
Yeah,
about
he
to-
says it, and there's holes in this wall, so yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I have my shield out. I'm ready to go through the wall.
No.
Okay.
No, I just want to be like, hey, T for timeout. It's okay, guys. Hold on. I look at the guy and be like, there's 2 more guys outside. Me and Karthus are the only tieflings. And then there's 2 elves outside. I just need you to calm down. Why? I don't know if you are or aren't with him. I can tell you right now that I am not.
How am I supposed to believe you?
Because we're looking for him. Because I'm going to kill that bastard first chance I get.
Not if I do it first. And he puts away his dagger.
Hey. Oh my god!
Ooh, I was really ready to come through that wall.
Just Kool-Aid Man it through there.
Oh yeah.
I want to ask him. I was like, how do you know Vassago? Normally, people don't know his name unless they're with him.
Have your friends come in and
At
please
this
be a
point,
little
yeah,
quieter about the name. So, Louis, you're able to look around this building, and you do find a back door, and you burst in, and Karthus sees that this person has put his knife away, so Karthus hesitantly puts his sword away. Aiden, what are you doing?
I'm gonna put my shield on my back and just kind of stand there, like a door in the doorway.
Okay. You are the bouncer. All right. Dejal.
No, I went away those guys and just ask them, like, how do you know them? Like, how do you know who? People don't know him by name unless they're close to him.
Would you get out of the door so we can close it and talk privately, please?
Yeah, step in and close the door.
Prunella has lit a few candles. You come in. He asks you to please get out of the way of the door. He shuts the door. You all take a seat at this, spool table that they've made.
As we sit down, I say, before we really get started, I'm not trying to pry or anything, but, our time's just tough. I feel like having, seen what's around here, are you guys just finding it hard to find, good work? Or, what's, you seem like good people. Do you just need, a little help?
We're fine, thank you. When you're on the run for your life, it's kind of hard to find work where you're not out in the open all the time. So Kurt has to undertake fishing while I try to take care of other things around town, do odd jobs, particularly in regards to tailoring. And we spend all of our money to send our daughter to school.
Alright. Once again.
Yes.
How
Yes.
do you know Vassago?
Kurt comes over Dejal and he leans in. We studied under him for a while. Years ago.
Do I remember any of these people?
You do not seem to recognize them.
How many years ago?
It's about maybe 13 years ago, just before our daughter was born. We didn't realize what we were getting into. The promise of being skilled in magic was moving, but we quickly realized what that entailed. So we decided to leave.
When you say you realized what that entailed, what do you mean?
I assume you were with him as well, right?
Yes.
Then you know what he had us do. And that we had to do it, or there would be consequences.
How many?
Dozens.
Better than hundreds.
That's why we got out.
He's still chasing you?
I assume so. We have never heard of anyone leaving before. And if they had, then he was sure to cover it up, I'm sure.
I have.
And is he in pursuit of you?
He, to my knowledge, I think he thought I was dead. Up until, a few days ago when I saw him again.
Where did you see him?
The Emerald Eyes.
Is he still there?
No. Me and my friends here, found him, and we attacked him, and just as I thought we beat him, he disappeared.
He disappeared?
Yes.
Do you have any leads?
As of right now, I was hoping you guys were a lead.
We can tell you
Right.
what we know, but it's not much. We haven't been there in years.
Been where?
Prunella and I are from Weldfield. It's up northwest. That is where he found us and where we studied. I believe he had multiple groups of tieflings to train.
Yes, I'm starting to realize that now. We would have been under him at the same time.
I see.
Is there anything else like, how long have you been here?
We fled from place to place, trying to keep moving, and we have been here for maybe 3 years. Since Fern showed promise in magic, we came so she might study at the school. We know a bit, having been taught some by Vassago, but it seems the school would be a better place for more proper and orthodox magic.
I'm sure it goes without saying you know how to keep an eye on her, right? And that's exactly what he looks for. She's a tiefling, good in magic. You put her in a school on the outskirts of a major city, and she walks home by herself every day.
If you have a problem with me trying to work for my daughter's livelihood and trying to provide for my family, say it.
I'm not saying that at all. I'm just trying to make it so your daughter doesn't have to live the same life we had.
Can you point us on the map exactly where you were so that we know if we ever moved there, where we could find those that coop?
Sure. We were in the marshes, just north of Weldfield.
Okay, well noted. Anything else you would know or remember about that organization?
Well, Vassago moved around from camp to camp for different groups of tiefling. We were required to take out different places, take out entire villages of people. We had only gone through 2 trials before we decided to escape. He was not there at the time.
Town?
Who was in charge?
Which
when he
towns
wasn't
were you
there?
involved in?
Something in a couple of villages up in Gwal, which is that to be the large island in the northwest. He once had us as far east as White Oak.
Oh boy. Aiden hears White Oak and immediately springs up and says, what?
Classic Aiden.
Classic Aiden.
What?
It was only our second trial, but yes, we had a small hand in the dealings with Lazarus, if you are familiar, in White Oak.
Yes, I am. I'm very familiar with that. That was my first run-in with Vassago. I didn't know who he was or what was going on, but all I knew is that he killed my king and my father.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Obviously, he is using his powers to manipulate and destroy, and this is why we have to stop him. And like Aiden's getting like real choked up over that. Whew. Aiden's gonna go outside and get some air. Like that really, I really touched a nerve on him.
Okay.
I want to look at them, ask them how much does he need to make to get his daughter to and from to support his family for a couple weeks.
For a month to send Fern to school, our daughter Fern, we spend, for as many classes that she's trying to take, we spend about 200 a month just for her lessons. She doesn't even board there.
I'm gonna give them 200 gold and tell them to start walking her back and forth from school.
Thank you. I'll try to find time to do that.
Slam my fist on the table and say, "Make time."
Okay, thank you so much for your gift. We really appreciate it. We it's not that we want to take charity. We struggle so much.
I'm going to also give them 50 gold.
From outside.
Oh, Aiden's balling now that he sold it.
Well, no, that just like this
You
is
were
gonna sound
outside,
terrible, but
Aiden.
I'm doing it for the good of to help them out, and also because it just brings me down to an even
Yeah,
thousand.
by the way, weren't you just outside?
You were outside.
Were you
Yeah,
overhearing and then you
Oh.
came back? Or do you want to do that later?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
just
wait,
gonna
take
open
my
the
gold
door
too.
and just toss it in.
It's just like
Like a grenade.
You said-
Aiden has thrown a grenade pouch into the house. Karthus is interested in the story, and he's like, well, since we're starting a pot, and he pulls out like 20 gold, and he places it on the table as well.
And
And then he looks at Louis.
Everyone just looks at Louis.
Like, Aiden's like looking in through a crack.
Yeah. Yep.
I actually wanna, Louis actually wanna ask them something else as well. In your time with those people, do you have any other information about their who's in charge when Vassago is not there? Who is taking the reins? What kind of power they have, and anything that could help us in future encounters, maybe.
We did escape when Vassago was away on some kind of mission. While he was away, strangely enough, there were a few Dragonborn who would come in to make sure things did not get too rowdy.
So you're saying that Dragonborns would lead you guys?
It's very peculiar, especially considering the way that Vassago would talk about other races as highly inferior.
And you wouldn't trust leadership to Dragonborn?
I suppose. Sometimes some tiefling would watch over us, but on occasion, a dragonborn, particularly skilled in magic or very brooding and large, whether or not they knew magic, would come and watch over us to make sure nothing was out of hand.
Were they acting as mercenaries, or they were actually part of?
I never saw them involved in our studies. They only came in when Vassago went away.
I'll tell Louis. Probably because he didn't have enough. He didn't have a big enough army yet.
Not in that area, at
move.
least.
Yeah. If I know Vassago, he only cares about tieflings and tieflings only. Everyone else is expendable to him.
Well, now we know that whoever is involved with that Tiefling organization that you guys were part of, there can be Dragonborns involved as well.
Like I said, I never saw anyone study with us, but they would come in to be muscle.
Okay, that's precious information. And what about their what kind of power do they have? How would you say they were?
Most of them knew no magic whatsoever. When we went on raids, they would come with us and wreak havoc. But they were mostly there using swords and things like that.
Oh, the Dragonborns, yeah, but what about the Tieflings, the other members?
We were trained in magic, all sorts of magic. Evocation and abjuration, conjuration.
So mages and brutes. Okay. Thanks for the info. We'll probably be looking for them. Hopefully we can get rid of those, especially the leader.
As you finish up Aiden out on the porch, you see up runs Fern.
Hello.
Hi! Did you want to visit?
Yeah, I just took a step outside to get some air. We were actually talking to your parents. Really nice people, good people.
Oh, you know them.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me that.
Do I hear Fern talking outside?
She's pretty quiet, and she just ran up. She's almost out of breath, so you might hear Aiden seems to be speaking outside, but you're not sure of the subject.
We didn't know them. But we do now? I get, like, Aiden's very bad with kids. They're really cool. Go ahead in. Aiden just kind of opens the door. It's your house, your home.
She like backs in, but she's watching you, and she turns around. Hi, Mr. Dejan.
Hi.
Dejan.
The jail.
Fern? Friend?
Fanny.
Fanny!
Franny.
I just want to look at the parents and be like, it was good talking to you. Thank you for everything. I want to look at Fern and be like, hey, little one you.
Hey.
I was just talking to your mom and dad over here, and I think one of them is going to be walking you to and from school now, right? I want to look at the parents.
Brunella nods hesitantly. Oh, is that okay, Mom? It'll be okay.
Nod to Louie and Carthus that like I'm walking outside now.
You head outside. Carthus follows. He tips his hat at the little lady, and he heads outside. You are all standing on the porch. Kurt, thank you for your time. If you have any more information, we would be happy to help you. Please, if you need a place in Frampton, we don't have much, but we'll try to help you with what we can.
Alright, we will definitely, if we start a war with Vassago, we will definitely need help in the final.
Your information was most precious to us.
I want to turn to Louis and Carthus, ask them where do we go here?
Devonshire.
Well, before we go anywhere, I'd like to get some
more clues if we can. I'd say we go to the Devonshire mansion.
Still stop at the kids' parents?
Yeah, but I think before we go there, we should camp out and get some rest because I'm feeling still a little hurt from your sweet attack you did on me earlier. I could use some spell slots back.
Yeah, we can get some sleep. In the morning, we'll go to Devonshire, and then we got to figure out in the morning: are we going to Weltfield, or are we going to go to?
We're going to Vakish. I insist.
Yeah.
Carthus leans in. Can we go to the ocean?
Yeah.
The ocean's nice.
Well, you know what? The ocean is on the other side of Varkish. Is it Varkish?
Vakish.
Vakish.
Like brackish water, but vakish.
Vakish.
The two Tieflings just told us Weltfield was where they last saw it. They know that one of his camps is up there.
True, but think about this.
That was also 13 years ago.
Yeah, what's the likelihood they're still there? Two,
I
you
mean,
know a Dragonborn is...
These guys don't know it, but I know it. I spent how many years in a single spot? You know what I mean?
Imminent threat is in Vakish at the moment. This is... Time is sensitive. We need to go to Vakish.
I'm with Lewin on this only because, one, it's a big city. Two, the Dragonborn is a... There's a Dragonborn that's a big part of this, too. There are Dragonborns in Vakish. Three...
I wouldn't say. See, I don't think
Might be-
Dragonborns are a big part. All those Dragonborns were hired hands, like a hired bodyguard. Hey, I'm hiring you to babysit a bunch of these students. That's all they were. They weren't part of Vassago's group. Literally just hired hands. Vassago had a camp in Welchfield.
What are your
Well-
agendas here? Who's looking for Vassago? Lou, what are you looking for?
Well, both Vassago and Barash, who is in Vakish.
I'm looking for Vassago. I just don't think he's going to be in Weldfield, a place where he was 13 years ago.
We just ran him out of one of his camps, and we know where another one of his camps was.
We basically
Yes,
know that.
but there could be 30 other more of his camps. What
Yeah.
I'm saying is we know that something big
I
is
also
going
know
down.
another camp that we could check.
Pray
Is it in
tell.
Vakish?
Tell the DM, please, so I can prepare for that.
It's not far. Remember?
Yeah, let's do that one. The DM hasn't prepared for that one. Let's do this one.
Well, our time is up,
I
so...
will talk. I'll tell you after.
Okay.
Word, Gabby.
I just think that there's more to be found out in Vakish.
That's fine. We can, like I said, it's no big deal. We'll go to. I see what you guys are saying. There is something going on in Vakish. I just wasn't convinced that it has to do with Vassago yet. But I see what you're saying. We can go. We can maybe stop some heist and stealing stuff. I don't think them stealing stuff is as big as the murder of thousands of people. But whatever. It's up to you guys.
I'm gonna beat you to death if we get up there.
I
and
mean,
there's nothing.
you could try it, but I've already proven that I can kill you, bro.
Dude, Aiden's about to fight the Jaw.
Well, you've been proved twice
I mean,
now, Aiden, that you can beat him by a ghost.
I'm pretty sure I just that's great that you gave me. He's already gone. I about killed you. And I was just sparring with you pretty much.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next week. We'll do the end next time. There might be some roleplay stuff concerning Karthus there. We'll do, you said Devonshire Mansion?
Yes.
And then back, supposedly.
Look, we're
It'll all
even
go
letting
off rails.
you know.
Yeah, man.
We're even letting you know.
No, it's a trap. We're going to Weldfield. Well, good.
Yeah,
like
we're going there. We're gonna find nothing, and I'm gonna beat Dejal to death.
Nice.
oh
I'm
my
gonna bury
God.
him there.
In the bog.
Jeez.
And then save
I'll
me,
help him.
but I'm underground like. Oh!
Yeah. Then I will. I'll bury my hands with you, so they're still touching you, so I can still res you.
Spare the day. Nice.
Just I keep suffocating death, and you keep.
Oh, jeez, that's horrible.